Next video here we're going to do is about mobility. So with mobility, we're going to do it twice a week. It's good to probably to do it twice a week just to make sure you're maintaining what's going on, especially when we get into like the heavy weightlifting stuff that can get you pretty tight sometimes. People are different here as well with mobility. If you want to do 3 sessions a week, if coach is telling you, or if I've told you, hey, listen, your hips are tight, your hamstrings are tight, your shoulder flexion's tight, anything like that, your ankles are tight, maybe you want to do it 3 times a week and just focus on that area that is tight. If you're hypermobile, again, you want to just make sure you're aware of that, and probably less is more for you with mobility, more work on kind of heavier loads and strengthening, because we're trying to tighten up the joints. So that's important there. So everybody's kind of a little different. If you're a bit unclear on what you should be doing, just give me a call and I can talk to Kristen as well, or your trainer that you had throughout the season, and we can kind of figure out what's best for you if you don't know. I try to be pretty good about that in the weight room and tell you, yeah, you're hypermobile, or you're pretty good, or you say gold star, or listen, your hips are really have good mobility, but your ankles are tight, or your shoulders are tight, or your lumbar twisting is tight, or something like that. So I try to give you guys that feedback in the weight room. So again, if you're not sure, just do it twice a week. That's good enough. If you really want to be specialized about it, get in touch with me, and then I'll get in touch with your athletic trainer and or athletic therapist, and we can figure out the best mode for you. So that's another good thing that you can bring up on the Zoom call if you want. So yeah, with the mobility, there's a lot of exercises on there. So it should take you about 20 minutes. You do about one movement for about a minute. So it should take you about 20 minutes. There's a bit of movement mobility in there. So there's like high-low hurdles, bear crawl, inchworms. So on the YouTube channel, there's a whole video that you can watch, and you can just kind of follow the video. I don't do the whole 1 minute hold on each thing, but I go through all the different movements in one video. So you can just pop that video up and just pause it and finish the movement and start the video up again. So it's pretty user friendly. We've added in the movement aspects just to make it a little bit more sport specific and really take you through some of the movements that you'll see in your sports. The bear crawls are good, and the cariokas and the butt kicks and the inchworm. So I'm pretty excited about that aspect to it. So please take the mobility portion seriously. Again, it's like conditioning. If you know you're tight, please do it. If you know your mobility is pretty good, just make sure you're doing it once or twice a week to maintain it. If you have any questions about mobility, talk to me. Again, if your coaches are telling you, you're tight here and I'd like to see you work on that area, find all these mobility movements will hit the whole body. So find the one that you're like, oh, that's tight. And then that's your movement right there. So spend a little bit more time on that movement. Okay. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. And that's mobility.